name's Lacey Carter, and I'm a speech therapist with eLuma Therapy. And today we're going to talk about communication with parents and guardians while delivering teletherapy services. So first, I just want you to consider that this is new for both you and the parent or guardian, so there is a lot of grace involved in that. If you can establish open communication from the beginning, understanding that this is a learning curve for all parties involved, it can build wonderful rapport and establish a great foundation for teamwork. So normally before I begin training, I like to ask parents or guardians what are the likes and dislikes of the child and how we can use to incentivize a student, or how might a student need to be supported if possibly triggered or in a behavior, etc. And I'll also ask them if there are any distractions in the environment and how those could possibly be minimized. And finally, I like to ask them to help me read the cues of the student, because truly the parents and guardians do know these students best. Communication during a session can look like different things. So my very first session, I like to review the IEP goals with the parent or guardian so that everyone is on the same page and they understand where we're going with treatment. I also like to ask them to have incentives nearby but out of sight for motivation if needed. And during the session, I'll briefly describe what I'm about to do to the parent or guardian, so they can kind of have a plan in place if they need to pull back a little bit or maybe provide more support or encouragement for the student at home. And when I'm expecting them to perform tactile cueing for a student, like for articulation, I'll model it for them and ask them to return demonstrate and make sure they're comfortable with it before setting them loose. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope the information was useful for you. And just remember that eLuma is here for you as you enter into the world of teletherapy.